I got for here a short story from the sefer called mehayeshua from nissim gaon. So he writes a story over here as follows, which it's another source for it is in Medrash Shlomo Melech. It's like this: there are three brothers who lived in times of Shlomo Melech. They actually lived in the land of Babylonia at the time, and they wanted to come and taste from the wisdom of Shlomo, King Solomon, Shlomo Melech, who lived in Eretz Yisrael and Israel at the time. So they decided to make the journey, and they went there. So when they came and they wanted to, benefit from it, the Shlomo Melech said, "You guys can't. I'm not giving you guys anything for free. Make sure you work, and you'll get paid for what you do. But you got to work for it. Fine." When the year was over, like, okay, we've been here for too long. We got to go back home. But the youngest brother to the oldest, say, "Hey, wait, we didn't get anything we wanted out of this. We wanted to, get some of his wisdom that we could show off when we come back. We got this wisdom from Shlomo Melech." So what do? They went to Shlomo and they asked Shlomo, "We have a question from you." Something to request, says the oldest son, this oldest brother rather. So Shlomo says, "Fine, sure, ask what you want." So he says, "Before I'm going back to my land, I want some piece of wisdom that you could give me that I could tell over to everybody else, and everyone will so to speak, give me that respect, and I'll feel good about myself, so to speak." So Shlomo says, "What do you mean? You guys worked here, you got, you made money, you should be happy. Go back with the money. What you're requesting, this wisdom, is actually worth much more than money. Much more than the money that you made, more than silver and gold." Like it says in the Pasuk in Mishlei, which Shlomo Melech himself wrote, he writes, "Ki toiv sachar mischar kosef." He says it's merchandise. In other words, Torah, the wisdom which he learned from Torah, is more worth than silver, etc., etc. Like he continues with it in the Pasuk. So the guy says, "You know what? I'd rather the money that I made working here for you, I'd rather give it back to you. Just give me some of your wisdom." He said, "This wisdom is worth anything. When I will say it to other people, everyone will praise me, and it'll be wonders for me." So Shlomo told him like this. He told him, "Every piece of wisdom that I'll give you will cost you 100 dinar. 100 dinar, actually, they made, dinar is the currency of the time, they actually made, altogether, when they worked, 300 dinar. So that means they're only worthy of getting right now, with that money, according to Solomon's price, they're going to get 3 pieces of advice." So the 3 were as follows. The first one, Shlomo tells them like this: if you come to a small village, in the afternoon, he says, don't leave anymore. Don't go anywhere else. It's one piece of advice. Piece of advice number 2, if you ever reach a river, make sure you're the last one to cross it. If there's a group of people around, I'm assuming. Third piece of advice, and this is where it gets cut off, we don't have the rest of the story, is he says, don't reveal your secrets to the woman.